What is up, squad? I am so late. What's up, Stephanie? K God's Child, P Marcel, Black Mirror Mirror. You were the first person in the room, girl. What? Yes. Princess AG. Okay, I gotta go ahead and give my disclaimer. Right now. This is not a Housewives video. I'm saving the Housewives video till a little bit later tonight so that the people on the West Coast can go ahead and get it without me spoiling it for them. They be mad. They be like, you be going too early. Then the people on the East Coast be like, you be going too late. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try to do it like, right after they watch it. So that'll be like 11 hours now, midnight. Won't be too late. Won't be too early either, but it won't be too late. That's why you on time, Sharon. Yes. Yay. Everybody is here. Yay. I'm so happy. Okay, so he said, look at me all glammed up. I don't know about glammed up. That's my camera. I had to put on a little bit of makeup because I was like, ooh. I told y'all earlier, I need a little bit of blur. I need a little bit of blur on my camera, honey. I don't know. This skin, I don't know, honey. We might not need to be seeing me in hot. But anyway, as y'all know, 2018 is coming to a close. We only have one more day in this year. 2018 was filled with a whole lot of drama-filled moments, a whole lot of memorable moments, a whole lot of blog-worthy moments. I blogged a lot 2018. I may not have blogged a lot in December of 2018, but I blogged a whole lot in 2018. It was so much. Oh my God. There was so many stories. Like, y'all have submitted so many stories. We went from Usher's herpes. Like, everybody kept sending me, what about the Usher's herpes situation? Do y'all realize that started in 2017 when Quantasia came forward? Remember Quantasia, the girl that everybody kept saying Usher didn't sleep with her. The girl came forward, had a press conference, and the rest is history. After that, everybody came forward. Another girl came forward. They say a man came forward. Then Usher broke up with his wife. Probably in like May, April, they issued a little statement saying, we are committed, to our relation. Well, they weren't committed to their relationship, but they were committed to their family. And please, respect our privacy during this trying time. We are officially separating, legally separating. So they separated. Now here we are in December of 2018. Usher has finally filed for divorce. We talked about that in the last video. I just felt like, that was, one of a memorable moment because we started off with Usher fighting this herpes battle all year long. People was like asking for his medical records. One of the girls was talking about she was a singer. Then she started suing the blogs and stuff, talking about they was releasing her medical records. When it come to find out, she was on a phone call with somebody and said, she didn't use a condom on purpose. No, that he did use a condom. That's what it was. My memory sometimes fails me. But it's on Straight from the A. If you want to go back and reminisce about all those stories, she actually got busted. That was why he got away with at least one of the herpes cases, because about 3, 4, 5 of them. The one in Atlanta, the girl made a friend of a blogger. Well, I don't even know if he calls himself a blogger. He may call himself a journalist, but I think his name is Dennis Byron, whatever. But she befriended him. She talked to him on the phone, honey, and he recorded her and sold it to TMZ. And she said that Usher wore a condom, and at first she said he didn't. So then it's like her case just fell out the window, and that was that. But I digress. There were other things that started. I could start at the beginning. I may start in the middle. How about I just start in the middle? Because I want to say what happened in the beginning for the end because it's still going on. Let me see what y'all talk about in this chat. Thank you, Princess AG. You so sweet. My natural beauty is great. I appreciate you. You ready for these memorable moments, honey? I'm ready too. I am so ready. Okay, let's kind of start with Let me see who I can start with, honey. Let me see. I'm gonna start with this because this pretty much, she pretty much happened. Monique versus everybody. Comedian Monique, been fighting all her life, but she specifically was fighting in 2018. She was fighting against producers. She was fighting against directors. She was fighting against Charlemagne the God, radio DJs and hosts. She was fighting against the Queen's Court. She was fighting. Monique been scratching and surviving all 2018 and more, but 2018 she was fighting against Netflix. She issued the dang video that went viral to "Hello, my loves. Please join me in boycotting Netflix for discrimination and gender bias and whatever it was." And I'm just like, who is going to boycott Netflix? I mean, for $9.99 a month, you can watch the whole wide world. You can watch everything, and you can give your friends your password. Who on earth would give that up for Monique? Girl, you got 4 movies. Like, for real. And we giving up 1 billion movies for 4? We not gonna do that. So, Monique was fighting Netflix. Then she started fighting Will Packer. The one person who seemed to have her back throughout that whole Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah, all of that, the black trio that allegedly boycotted Monique. Will Packer gave Monique a shot. Will Packer put Monique in Almost Christmas with Chris Brown and all of them. And here we are in 2018, and Monique gonna leak the man's emails, put the man on blast. And it's like, girl, how many super producers do you have to burn to learn your lesson? I mean, I was rooting for Monique. I really was. But when it got to the point where you putting everybody on blast, like it was everybody. And then who else? Who else came forward with Monique? John Murray, the journalist John Murray came forward and he was reading Monique. It was just so much. Anyway, there's a playlist over in the channel called Monique versus Everybody. If you want to reminisce about Monique from beginning to end, everything she did, she went to Charlemagne the God to talk about boycotting Netflix, and then she ended up going in on Charlemagne the God. It was like, Monique, how many people must we burn? But anyway, I digress. That was in 2018. How could we also forget? We will never forget Bill Cosby. They finally got him. They've been gunning for Bill Cosby for how many years now? Like 20. They've been looking for Bill Cosby for 20 years. I felt bad about Bill Cosby. I really did. But, I guess he's doing well in prison. I haven't kept up with Bill Cosby, but apparently, a whole bunch of stories was coming out about him getting hit in the head with hot dogs and stuff. I don't believe it. I know the man is halfway blind, but I don't think nobody throwing no food at him and nothing. I think Bill Cosby is probably like in, one of those little penitentiaries that's like a vacation setting. He's an older man. I'm sure they're taking good care of him in prison. I don't know, but they finally got Bill Cosby. One person they didn't get, R. Kelly. They still gunning for R. Kelly. Everybody came out with R. Kelly this year. We already knew R. Kelly had a cult. Who didn't know R. Kelly had a cult? They've been talking about R. Kelly's cult since the late 90s. They was talking about him with Aaliyah. They talked about him after Aaliyah. They talked about him when he got caught with that girl. They just been talking, like, R. Kelly has been one of those urban legends in Chicago where they talk about he hung around schools and picked up girls and all that. And they say parents was taking their children to R. Kelly and leaving them on his doorstep. Teach my daughter how to sing. You can have them. And that's what happened to one girl that's allegedly or apparently from Atlanta. What was her name? Joycelyn or something. Her parents say that R. Kelly stole the girl and won't give her back, but the daddy took her over there and was trying to pitch her music career, and R. Kelly was like, yeah, I can help her. I can help her sing. But unfortunately, she was 18 and, she been gone gone ever since. Now the father is like, he kidnapped her, he holding her hostage. Then Joycelyn went on TMZ and was like, I'm good. He done bought me some breasts. I'm happy. I don't know what else to say. Like, she's 19, 20 now. So, I mean, she gone. She gone. So that was another thing. You said black women are the only reason R. Kelly still has a career. Ooh, child. I mean, some black men listen to R. Kelly. Steve Patterson. Black women listen to R. Kelly. Oh, Nene Leakes is in the building. Is that the real Nene Leakes or is that the fake Nene Leakes? I don't know. What's up, Nene Leakes? Apparently, I see her in the chat. I know she has a new YouTube channel. Y'all go tip on over there and follow her if that is her. Text me, Nene, if that's really you, because I don't know if that's you or not. But anyway, I digress. Who else do we have on my list here? I got a whole bunch of people in my list, but you know, I'm gonna let the squad say most. You know, a lot of let's say I'm going to be politically correct because I was about to say tranny, but apparently that word is banned. They can call us fish and sis and bitches and hoes, but we can't put a NY at the end of trans. So I'm going to call them trans. Trans women, men were outing a lot of men this year. One of them, who was it? Young Buck was outed by a transgendered person or a person who identified as trans or say they identified as trans. Dang, I lost my list. It was some more people on there. But anyway, Dwight Howard, but that guy wasn't trans. He was just wearing long wigs. So I guess he was actually a guy who just like lace fronts. So we got Dwight Howard who was outed as liking trans parties, but the guy who outed him was actually not a trans. So it's a whole lot of outings going on and stuff. What else? Let me see who else was going on. Oh, it was a lot of fights going on. Y'all know the Nicki Minaj, Cardi B fight. You know, they stepping to each other on red carpets at Vogue's, making us look bad, making all women of color look bad. Because I don't know if Cardi identifies as black, does she? But making women of color look bad because they want to fight each other over who the queen of rap or whatever it is they fighting over, or somebody dissing somebody in a song or whatever the case may be. It's a power struggle, and you know, the young person is rising. Nicki getting older. It's time for her to like chill a little bit. I guess she's decided to chill now that she got her a criminal on her side who got her back through thick and thin till death do them part. You know, he is a registered sex offender. Cardi, on the other hand, got her amigo. She done locked him down and got, you know, pregnant, and, you know, she happy. He done cheated. She done got mad and left and came back, and, you know, that, you know, jumped off the internet because everybody wanted to know why Cardi wouldn't take Offset back, or why would she take Offset back, or I'm sitting here like, why the fuck do we care if Cardi B is with Offset or not? Do y'all want Offset? What the hell? Why do we care what she do with her marriage? Either she gonna take him back or she not. But at the end of the day, it ain't gonna affect us one way or the other. We just gonna keep listening to her music and still be singing money. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is still, you know, threatening to sue blogs for putting her boyfriend's criminal record up. And I'm like, girl, where they do that at? Anyway, that's Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Oh, there was, you know, the low-key fights. The low-key fights, Broccoli Gate. How can we ever forget Broccoli Gate with Wanda Smith and Cat Williams? I have never seen a radio interview go viral so fast. Like, that interview got like 1 million views in like a hot second. You know, when Kat asked Wanda, what do you cook for your children? And Wanda was like, oh, I make a nice broccoli. And all hell broke loose after that. You know, Kat was shading her wig, shading her dollar store jewelry. It was just shade, shade, shade. Meanwhile, the other men in the room was giggling. Her co-host and, you know, basic, you know, head of the show, Franksky, was giggling. Everybody was giggling and nobody was taking up for Wanda. I told y'all, how I feel. I felt like somebody should have came to Wanda's rescue. Y'all know that fight was not a fair fight. They weren't a match of wits. Sure, they're both comedians, but y'all know Cat Williams had Wanda. Like, it ain't nothing Wanda could have said to beat Cat Williams in a roast. Wanda, she's not that type of joke teller. Come on now, she's funny here and there. I mean, we laugh at her more than we laugh with her, but it just wasn't a fair fight. So somebody should have stopped it, but they didn't, because I feel like they knew what was going to happen. Meanwhile, Wanda's family didn't take too kindly to Cat and embarrassing their mama on the radio. And you know what happened after that? They showed up at the club. They was waiting for Cat at the door. Wanda's husband, Lamorris, was waiting for Cat at the door with his gun in his belt buckle. And y'all know how I feel about that too. He needed that gun against, I don't care if he was 6'4", and I don't care if Cat is 4'11". Lamorris needed that gun against Cat Williams, because Cat Williams is a crazy MF who rides around with a gazillion people. And of those gazillion people, I'm sure at least one of them had a pistol. At least one of them had a pistol. It was just Lamorris versus Cat and all his people. But when Lamorris decided to run and he told that that security guard or Cat's bodyguard, he don't pay you enough for this, and the bodyguard was like, you know what? He right. The bodyguard backed up, and Cat ended up running into the food lion and hiding amongst the pasta or whatever he was. It was just one thing after the next. They would never live that down. They would never live it down. But then, Frank Ski ended up, saying it wasn't his fault and halfway apologizing, when at the end of the day, he wanted it to go viral. We all know how it go at the radio. It was kudos to the whole Frank and Wanda morning show, which I heard, I don't get up that early, so I don't know what's going on in the radio, but I heard, like, the show might not be on no more next year. I think Ryan Cameron is coming back to take his spot away from Frank Ski, who took it when Ryan left, and I don't know if it's a lie. I told it. I just heard it on the streets. You tired of hearing it? You tired of hearing about 2018 already? Well, I mean, it's gonna be over tomorrow, so we're gonna be good. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Child, they so shady. Somebody sent me a shady text. I'm not gonna even say that. Y'all, you're shady. If whoever just sent me this text, you know who you are. You're very, very shady. Okay, now that's it for that. Who else we could talk about? I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat yet, because I don't want y'all to get out, I don't want y'all to get in my head. Racists coming out of the woodwork for 2018. A lot of racists came out the woodwork. It was so many permit patties and negative Nellies and who else? The Uber passenger who, berated that damn Uber driver. He was a gay Puerto Rican male or whatever. Remember that? And the Uber driver, the black male Uber driver, was like a saint. He didn't say nothing to the man, and the man complained. Man, it was a lot going on. And then, what about the lady, the Porsche lady? She was an Asian lady, but she was with a whole bunch of Caucasian people, and they say she identifies as Caucasian, who basically harassed those black patrons at the Porsche restaurant in Atlanta. It was a lot. It was a whole lot of that going on. I call it the Trump effect. Y'all may call it something else. I just feel like with Trump in office, a lot of people have a lot more, I'm sorry, I started reading. Like with Trump in office, a lot of people, have a lot more courage to do what they feel like they need to do. Like they could come out and feel like there are people beneath them, when in all actuality, we know the deal. But I digress again. It was a lot of couples who broke up in 2018. The couples that I can think of off the top of my head, Kendu and Mary J. Blige, they finalized their divorce after a lengthy battle. Mary J. Blige finally cut the check. Kendu kept asking for more money. He said he needed this. He said he needed that. Even though throughout their marriage, he was hiding funds. He had his mistress living in a house that he bought with Mary J. Blige money, allegedly. Kendu had, he was her manager, so he was handling the funds. They say he wasn't paying Mary J. Blige taxes. She lost the house. Her house was foreclosed on. All of this happened under the management of her husband. Just one thing is for sure, you don't mix career and love. You don't let your husband manage your money and your business. And, that's just my personal take on it. Jill Scott went through the same thing. Y'all saw what's going on with Jill Scott. Now she giving heads to microphones. She got her husband wanted her to pay alimony and child support, and we got all of these black women who are having issues with these men, these successful black women, I must say, which gives me the heebie-jeebies because it makes me scared because clearly prenups aren't enough these days. We got people that didn't get married who broke up too. Shout out to Diddy and Cassie. Cassie got her a new love interest now. Y'all seen on her Instagram, she kissing some white man. I don't know his name, but he fine. I was like, okay, Cassie, moving on. It's amazing because her biggest competition, Diddy's baby's mother, soulmate Kim Porter, just so happened to have passed away in November. God rest her soul. And so now it's like Cassie was like, okay, I'll show you. I'm out. I'm out. So there's that. What else do we have? Oh, Roseanne Barr's racist rant. We was talking about all the racists coming out the woodwork. Roseanne got on Twitter and was calling people monkeys and stuff. Got her show canceled. They had just brought it back. They had just brought the show back. She lost a lot of people, a whole lot of jobs. Speaking of talk show hosts, we got Wendy Williams over the whole year, something like, what was it, the 4th of July when Wendy Williams fell out with her Statue of Liberty outfit on. It's been downhill ever since. It was right before then that rumors that came out about her husband having a mistress, and the mistress living right down the street, and his name was on the mailbox, and the journalist and got all the tea and put it on the Daily Mail, and it all came out. They got pictures of Wendy's husband in her Bentley SUV with the dang mistress getting out of the passenger side, and then the same evening him picking up Wendy in the same car, and it's like, this a G. That's a G. The paparazzi got him cold-blooded, and what Wendy got to say? Nothing. I'm standing by my husband. Nothing. Talk about everybody's business, won't talk about her own, but I get it. I wouldn't talk about my business either, but, it's just an interesting dynamic, so now, I don't know what's going on with Wendy. Everybody keeps asking me, what do I feel about it? It seems like her health is failing, but she don't want to give up her spot. She don't want to leave for a little while. She don't want to take a break. And a lot of successful, I want to do that. A lot of successful women seem to go through that. They don't want to, leave, give up their power to take care of self. And self-care is clearly important because if you're not there mentally, you're not going to be there physically, period, point blank. Oh, and if we're going to talk about I could talk about a little housewife scandal that happened. We can't forget the damn reunion that happened in May of this year that kind of blasted KKK Kim Zolciak Biermann of having racist attitudes. How can I'll just say it that way so I won't get another strongly worded legal email. Saying she didn't, she couldn't work with those black girls, and Andy was looking at her like, what'd you say? And Sheree was looking at her like, oh my God. And then Sheree ended up getting fired. Kenya ended up getting the boot also, wasn't asked back. You know how that goes. There was scandal with that as well. Y'all know I was questioning Kenya's pregnancy. And okay, she was pregnant because she showed her swollen feet. She gave birth. She's shown the baby. As I said in a previous video, now what? Now that we've seen the child, what else is there for us to say about Kenya? I can't drag her no more. Nene Leaks in the chat and said, Kim and I are fine now, and I don't think she's racist. Okay, you have your opinion, Miss Leaks, and I have mine. But again, I digress. Is that everything? Oh, the H&M scandal. You're not supposed to be wearing H&M no more because H&M was selling the monkey shirts. But I know y'all still be shopping at H&M. I saw y'all there yesterday. What else? What else? What else? I guess I'm sure there's some. I saved the best one for last. Hold on. Y'all know what's funny? Y'all know what's funny? I don't even want to give them the shine, but it's funny to me. This started the new year, and started 2018, and hold on, where is it? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? It is right here. This started the new year. Y'all remember when Kaya and T.S. Madison went to Candy's Escape concert, which happened to be New Year's Eve of 2017 going into 2018, and they were kicked out of the concert. Apparently, they got kicked out because of T.I. didn't want them there, Tiny didn't want them there, Keisha Kiora didn't want them there, didn't nobody want them there. Then that started a whole chain of events. Then they had to respond. T.S. Madison claimed that they had guns and they got escorted out. When the truth was they got escorted out because those superstars did not want them there. Period. That's what happened. And, it is what it is. After that, the whole situation with the Monique, there was like a train wreck waiting to happen. Y'all already know that started the year off, and then there was one train wreck after the next. That's when everybody started paying attention to the show. It was like Monday nights, we're going to be there for this internet show. It's free. We get to sit in front of our computers and kiki and gag and roast and do all of whatever. So, I used to check it out. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then the Monique situation happened. Everybody was like, oh, that's the big interview. I can't wait to hear what Monique gonna say to them. We know they're gonna drag Monique. Monique ended up dragging them. What Monique do? Monique had her phone on when she started the interview, just like she did with Charlamagne, I might add. She had her phone on when they were starting the interview. Everything wasn't right. They didn't have nothing set up. Kaya was cursing. T.S. Madison was crying, begging. Please, Kaya, don't leave. Kaya was like, I ain't doing it. I don't feel right. It was just a big debacle. Everybody was looking at it like it was a reality show. Hence, everything that went on all summer long, child. It was my fault for reporting on it in the first place, because I apparently inserted myself by reporting on them getting, kicked out of Escape. I inserted myself by reporting on Monique having an issue with them. I inserted myself by reaching out to Kaya and asking her if she needed any help. I inserted myself. That's what, I did. I accept full responsibility, because I should have sat my ass right over here saying where I am right now. I still would have been doing the same thing I'm doing. But again, it was fun to watch. I must admit, it wasn't fun going to court. It wasn't fun being threatened, and it wasn't fun having my phone number leaked online, and it wasn't fun having all them people call me. But other than that, I'm good. I'm good. I know a lot of y'all still have y'all opinions. Who gives a crap? It's done. It's over. And, life goes on. So if I know y'all have some more topics, or let me see those are just a few. Well, I guess that so much went on in 2018. I know so much more went on. I know y'all got some more things that I probably don't even care about. But those are a lot of the things that I blogged about and I personally talked about on my site. So I know there are a lot of other things that y'all would love to chime in about. So I would like to know what you think are the most memorable blog-worthy moments of 2018. Hold on, let me see. I have a phone number. It is 718-362 6360. The PIN number is 9427819. I hope that's right. 718-362-6360. PIN number 9427819. That's it. You said documentary on Netflix.
Please enter your PIN number.
What are y'all talking about?
Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
Yours was Sheree and Kenya getting booty. Kenya said she didn't get fired.
Ooh, I can't wait. I got her.
Ooh, you got me. You got
Hello?
me. 7226, you got me.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Oh, Michelle, you're looking gorgeous, girl.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm calling from Mobile, Alabama.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello?
Yes,
My name is Deborah.
Turn your computer down, Miss Deborah.
How?
Turn your computer down, Miss Deborah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's going to be an echo if you have the TV up or a computer, whatever you're watching it on. But go ahead, ma'am. What would you like to talk about? What do you think were the most memorable blog-worthy moments?
One of the most memorable was when you I guess you were upset with the Funky Dineva situation.
Which time?
Hello?
That was it. You mean when I got my money?
Well, no, I think it was the last time how you just, you call him what? Was it, some other Dineva?
Oh, when I called him Junkie?
Like calling him out. Yeah, out of his name.
Oh.
But that was my most memorable one. But all of your stuff is good, and you are a fantastic person.
Okay.
I enjoy watching you. I don't see how anybody in this world can just even have any or feel any type of ill will toward you because you are the bomb. I want to let you know that. And,
thank you.
Okay, sweetie?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you so much. And thank you for calling.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Caller 7850, you are on the line. Oh, I always do that. Caller 78.
Hey, Michelle, it's Robert. How are you? I'm
Hey.
just chatting away, and then I heard you say, "Oh, you're still muted." So.
Hi, Robert.
So, how are you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you?
So I'm well. So let me tell you, finally cleared up the sinus infection, feel back to my normal self. So I'm glad. So I wanted to mention two. So I have two actual blog moments from 2018.
Okay.
One of them, and I'll read directly from your site, is from Dr. Jackie of Married to Medicine wants you to know vagina should smell musky video. And the reason that was my most favorite is because obviously I have a lot of women in my life. And when I tell you they dragged Dr. Jackie, and I just sat there like clutching pearls. Like, y'all would have thought she said to go kill yourself the way some people were acting. And I'm like, y'all do know she's not just giving an opinion. She's a medical doctor who went to medical school, and y'all should probably listen to her, right? Mm-hmm. And one of my friends literally did like a 1,000-word rant on Facebook. I was like, sweetie, you might want to delete this because you're doing the most. Like, listen to that OBGYN. It doesn't supposed to smell like strawberries and peaches, I promise. Don't let no Negro tell you otherwise. And it's going to be okay. But, like, just the visceral reaction from women, and not just Black women. Like, I think that it was, like, one of the most heavily debated topics in my sort of social media sphere. Like, I couldn't get away from it at that point. And I was like, yes. So I don't know what that says about a lot of the women in my social media life, but that triggered something in them. And I was like, oh, God. And I was like, that's one thing I wasn't touching with the 10-foot pole, because if Dr. Jackie says it's supposed to smell musky, I think what it is people misunderstood. Just like a few days ago or weeks ago, remember when you were talking about CIS, CIS?
Uh-huh.
People thought, I think that the reason some people, like, you're smart, so you know better, but some people thought it was like a cyst, like a boil, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what caused some confusion with the whole musky thing that people got offended about.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, Black Twitter started clowning, saying it's not supposed to smell musty. And I'm like, musky and musty are not the same. They just start with the M. And you know how people are about hygiene. They just feel some type of way about it. And everybody thinks that their old practices that their mom and their grandmother told them is the right way. And even though this doctor with a medical degree is saying, no, you shouldn't be using dishes and soaps and all of that, you know, people got offended. Now, the second most favorite vlog moment has to be, hold on, let me see. When, what is his name? When Quincy Jones did the Vulture interview and spilled everybody's tea, basically saying all of our faves were bisexual thoughts and everybody lost their mind. Richard Pryor's daughter came out and was like, that's not true. My dad was not bisexual. And I think you had like 4 or 5 posts about that. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite sort of social media saga, because who knew Marlon Brando was like a host, you know?
Right.
He was sleeping with half of Black Hollywood. I'm like, oh, God. So those are my 2 favorites.
Okay, I'm up here looking myself like, okay, what else? Hold on.
They are shading me in these comments. Who is this game Tighty? Michelle done checked out. Bye, Robert.
Oh, child, I'm still here. I'm actually looking in the archives, because that's where I was getting a lot of stuff.
And why is Kentrell? Hold on, let me just say this. Going into 2019, I am going to start reading these comments, because y'all just don't like me, but I'm here for Michelle, so y'all just gonna have to deal with me in 2019. All right, bye.
We love you, Robert. We love you.
I know. I think they do it because they know I'm a sensitive Cancer.
You are. You too sensitive.
But you know, I love you, and so yeah. All right. Good night.
Well, good night, Robert. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
All
Talk
right.
to you later. Bye.
Bye. Y'all, hold on. Oh yeah, we can't forget the Atlanta earthquake. Well, that shocked us. It may have not have shocked the world, but it shocked us, because I was like, who would have thought Atlanta would ever have an earthquake? And yeah, I mean, those are a lot of the top. That's just not all of them. That's several. So I just wanted to come through and give my little 2 cents on a little year in review. I told y'all I'm going to come back probably, let me see, it's 10 o'clock, at 11 and do my little Housewives review. I wanted to give the West Coast people a chance. So, yeah. You said you thought, what GLC saying? You thought who was going to be messy? Oh, Nightbot is back. Remember, Nightbot took some time off from the last chat. Juno, what you doing? Hold on, who else in here? Felicia, SJ, no chill. Okay. I'm just trying to see what y'all was talking about. If I missed any questions. I know I did. Oh yeah, the documentary for R. Kelly, that's going to be on, I think it's, Lifetime was the last one. I'm not sure what the new one's going to be on. Mike has since changed the manufacturing process for H&M. However, H&M is winning and could care less what they do to humans and the planet. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Somebody said, Nene Leaks, can you please tell Candy off again? Black Mirror. Y'all are hilarious. But I'm going to tune out for now. Oh, thank you so much, Socialite in the City. And I will come back and do my Real Housewives of Atlanta review and recap live. We could talk about it together. I think it was a really good episode. I know y'all keep talking about the ratings, the love and light, the this, the that. It had a few drama-filled moments that we gonna touch on. Just a few. So I'm gonna close the phone lines for now. You said you've been good tonight. Don't be good, Juno. Don't be good. Hold on. Where's my... But if that was Nene Leaks in the chat, I don't know if it was. I don't like co-signing people if I don't know if that's them or not. I think that's her, but I didn't click on the profile to see if it was her. But if it was her, please go follow it. I did put the link in a chat before. But you guys know what time it is. I'm about to tune out. I appreciate each one of y'all for tuning in, for talking about the top blog-worthy moments of 2018. I had a good time. I had a good time talking about it. Y'all know it was a lot of drama that I was involved in, a lot of drama I ain't involved in no more and don't care to be involved in. I have my petty moments. You know, I can be petty every now and then. You know, just like everybody can. Everybody talk about the same thing. We are all bloggers. Bloggers be talking about bloggers sometimes. Apparently, I talked about that earlier this summer. And I'm like, why are all these bloggers talking about bloggers? Don't y'all have other things to talk about? Don't y'all have topics to talk about? Don't y'all have celebrities to talk about? Some of these bloggers think they celebrities. So I guess, you know, if they think they celebrities, might as well get them what they want. Right? What you think? Thank you so much, you know. That's sweet of you. Well, I will be back. Let's say 11:30. Click the notification bell if you haven't already to be notified of the next live. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel. And if you are watching a replay, feel free to leave what you thought was your most memorable moment of 2018. Your most memorable blog moment of 2018 down in the comment section. We can keep this conversation going. I know I didn't touch on everything, but I touched on a lot. The bloggers like talking about each other, and so do the moderators. We talked about that in the last chat. How you gonna go? I went into a chat the other day, and it had, I promise you, 10, 15 mods, and it wasn't but 50 people in there. Like, child, you got almost more mods than you got viewers. People be scared to talk. All those blue wrenches. I don't need all that. All right, you guys. I will see y'all a little later tonight. I'm out.